amid persistent increases in the costs of housing, food, and energy. Both major political parties are actively seeking to present credible responses to concerns about affordability as the country approaches a consequential midterm election cycle. A recent report issued by Advancing American Freedom, a policy organization founded by former Vice President Mike Pence, delineates 10 policy recommendations intended to address the affordability challenges confronting American households. The proposed measures emphasize deregulation and the expansion of domestic production across key sectors of the economy. Richard Stern, Vice President of the Plymouth Institute for Free Enterprise at Advancing American Freedom, attributes the current affordability crisis primarily to government interventions, a perspective that is central to the report titled 10 Ways to Improve Affordability Now Across 10 Levels of the Economy. The document identifies affordability as the foremost concern for Americans, citing increased costs in housing, energy, and business operations. The recommendations include reforming zoning policies, broadening access to domestic oil and gas resources, and revamping programs such as Social Security and SNAP eligibility, reflecting overlapping priorities with select aspects of the previous administration's economic agenda. Nonetheless, the report diverges from the policies of former President Donald Trump on significant economic matters, such as trade and lending. Regarding tariffs, it asserts that comprehensive tariff policies have resulted in higher consumer prices, strained international alliances, and a reduction in anticipated job growth, estimating nearly 900,000 fewer jobs than projected. The authors advocate for reassigning broader tariff authority to Congress as a corrective measure. On the issue of credit and lending, the report opposes proposals to cap credit card interest rates at 10%, cautioning that such a policy could undermine lending opportunities for a large segment of Americans by rendering the practice economically unviable for lenders. In discussing the broader implications of current economic pressures, Stern frames the debate over affordability as fundamentally concerning the ability of Americans to pursue and achieve upward mobility, an aspiration increasingly challenged by rising costs. He highlights the impact of zoning restrictions on housing, noting that regulatory compliance accounts for a significant portion of the costs associated with new home construction, and suggesting that such policies function as barriers to homeownership, especially for younger households. The report advocates linking federal housing assistance to local zoning reforms and streamlining project approvals as mechanisms for mitigating cost pressures. With respect to energy, recommendations include expanding domestic oil and gas production and opposing restrictions on practices such as fracking. Stern contends that increased energy output holds the potential to reduce costs throughout the economy due to energy's integral role in both goods production and service provision. Finally, Stern cautions that economic dissatisfaction may erode social cohesion, channeling frustrations inward and fostering divisions. He maintains that the primary impediments to affordability are rooted not in private enterprise or entrepreneurial activity, but rather in governmental policies and regulatory frameworks. Want to make sure you never miss our latest videos? Tap that follow button right now. If our content brought a smile to your face, made you think, or taught you something new, please like this video and share with your friends and family. Your support helps our community grow, and sharing the love only takes a second. Thank you for watching and being part of our journey.